So imagine waking up one morning and realizing that the world you know has just changed forever. And we're not talking about a war here. We're not talking about the rise of a new country or even some massive economic collapse. We're talking about a change driven by something that doesn't breathe, doesn't sleep, and literally learns faster every single day. Now, I know that sounds like the setup to a sci-fi movie, right? But it's not. This is happening right now. Artificial intelligence has quietly stepped up to become one of the most transformative technologies in human history. And while a lot of the mainstream focus is still stuck on, simple chatbots that just answer basic questions, the reality is way, way more profound. We are actually looking at a fundamental shift in how the entire world operates. Honestly, the sheer scope of what we're dealing with is expanding at just an unbelievable pace. I mean, every single week, these systems are getting more capable. We're talking about AI writing incredibly complex computer code, helping doctors nail down really nuanced diagnoses, and actually speeding up the discovery of brand new medicines. They're translating languages in real time, generating these mind-blowing photorealistic videos, driving cars in unpredictable traffic, and crunching massive, unimaginable amounts of data in literally seconds. And here's the crazy part. Without most of the world even realizing it, billions of us, you, me, everybody, we're interacting with AI every single day. It's already woven perfectly into our daily routines. It's the predictive text finishing your sentences on your phone. It's the spam filter quietly guarding your email inbox. It's the algorithm in your map app finding you a faster route home to avoid traffic, or that streaming platform knowing exactly which movie you're going to want to watch next. AI is already making these invisible, silent decisions that shape your day. And honestly, this is just the beginning. So who is actually leading this charge? Well, you've got the absolute titans of the tech industry. Companies like OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, Anthropic, Meta, and xAI. They are pouring literally billions of dollars into this massive race to build smarter, faster systems. But it's not just the private sector, right? Governments all over the globe are racing to develop and harness AI too. They know that this tech is basically the new bedrock for future economic growth, scientific leadership, and global security. You'll often hear experts compare today's AI boom to the invention of electricity or maybe the birth of the internet. But the actual impact, it goes so much deeper than that. Unlike past technologies, this is not just about replacing physical labor. We have completely crossed the threshold into building systems that perform tasks that used to require human intelligence. So it's this massive leap from mechanized muscle to mechanized cognition. And that reality brings us face to face with what is probably the most pivotal question of our time. Are we witnessing humanity's greatest technological breakthrough, or are we creating a whole new set of challenges that we just aren't prepared to manage yet? So today, we're going to explore exactly what AI is already doing, where it's headed next, and why wrapping your head around this revolution might just be the single most important thing you do this decade. Because whether we realize it or not, the AI revolution is already here. All right, part one, AI is changing every industry. Let's take a look at how this is affecting pretty much every profession out there. Think back for a second. Historically, revolutions were all about transforming manual work. The Industrial Revolution in the 18th century mechanized our factories. The Computer Revolution in the 20th century digitized our offices. And then the internet connected the whole globe. But the AI revolution of the 21st century, it's a totally different beast. It's acting as an intellectual amplifier, not just a mechanical replacement. Just look at healthcare, for example. AI is already stepping in to help doctors analyze really complex medical images. It's spotting these tiny, hidden patterns in lab data and helping prioritize patients who need life-saving care right away. Researchers are even using it to turbocharge drug discovery, testing out millions of molecular combinations faster than any human team possibly could. But to be clear, this isn't about AI replacing your doctor. It's an incredibly powerful support tool. And then you look over at education. Students now have access to these personalized AI tutors that can instantly break down a tough math concept, translate study materials, and completely adapt to how that specific student learns best. Meanwhile, teachers are using those same tools to draft lesson plans and build resources in a fraction of the time. Over in the business world, the adoption rate has just been absolutely wild. Companies are using AI right now to predict customer behavior, forecast their inventory needs, catch financial fraud, and completely streamline their global supply chains. At the same time, manufacturing plants are handing over incredibly precise product inspections to AI-powered robots, which drastically cuts down on errors. And it doesn't stop there. Out in the agricultural sector, farming is getting so much smarter. Farmers are actually pairing AI with drone and satellite footage to check on crop health, catch plant diseases super early, and figure out exactly where to deploy water and fertilizer.
But honestly, the shift that seems to catch people off guard the most is happening in the creative arts and software development. AI is out there generating stunningly realistic artwork, composing totally original music, editing complex videos, and even helping produce high-end films. For creators, it's like having this powerful new brush, though. For sure, it raises some really deep questions about originality and what it even means to be an author. And software development, it's having its own total renaissance. Modern AI coding assistants can debug, explain, and literally write code in real time. It's a complete game changer for how software gets built. So across the board, AI isn't some futuristic maybe. It's actively changing how we work, how we learn, how we create, and how we solve problems right this second.
Moving on to part 2, the global AI race and the future of work. Let's look at the massive global stakes behind all this. Because nations, they aren't just squabbling over natural resources or manufacturing dominance anymore. The new battlefield is AI supremacy. From the US and China over to the European Union, the UK, Japan, South Korea, we are talking about billions of dollars flooding into AI research, advanced semiconductors, robotics, and these massive data centers. Whoever takes the lead in AI is going to lock in a massive advantage in science, medicine, defense, and long-term economic power. The whole global landscape is shifting. Specialized computer chips are now basically the world's most sought-after commodity, and the demand for people who actually know how to build this stuff is going through the roof. It is, without a doubt, the defining tech competition of this century. But while countries are racing for global dominance, millions of us are sitting at home looking at our own lives, asking a much more personal question. What is going to happen to my job? And hey, that is a totally understandable concern. Look at history. Every single major tech revolution changed the workforce. The steam engine, electricity, computers, the internet, they all disrupted the status quo. AI is following that exact same pattern, but the velocity is just unprecedented. Repetitive tasks are being automated at breakneck speed. We're talking about AI summarizing massive 100-page documents, drafting reports, analyzing thousands of rows in a spreadsheet, handling frontline customer service, and whipping up marketing materials in literally minutes. But the big takeaway here isn't that humans are instantly being replaced. It's all about radical efficiency. Let's break down what this collaboration actually looks like. A doctor is still the one making that final, critical medical decision, right? But the AI is the thing highlighting that tiny, hidden anomaly on the X-ray. A lawyer is still providing nuanced legal strategy to their client, but the AI is the one organizing the absolute mountain of past case law needed to build that argument. An engineer still envisions and designs a new system, but the AI runs the thousands of complex simulations instantly to test if it'll actually work. So the nature of work itself is what's evolving. The future workforce is going to heavily favor the people who know how to team up with AI, rather than the ones who try to ignore it. Just like knowing how to use a computer became an absolute necessity in the 90s, getting comfortable with AI is going to be the non-negotiable skill of tomorrow. Now, we can't ignore the flip side. Along with all this incredible opportunity, we are facing some truly monumental challenges. I mean, how do we make sure the information an AI spits out is actually true? How do we protect our personal privacy when these systems need so much data to learn? How do we stop the spread of hyper-realistic deepfakes or misinformation? And, a really tough one, if an autonomous system makes a decision that harms someone, who is legally responsible for that? These aren't just philosophical questions. They are urgent, active debates happening right now among researchers and lawmakers worldwide. And the goal isn't to hit the brakes on progress, but to figure out how to govern this tech so it actually benefits society in a safe, transparent way. It really brings to mind this timeless historical lesson. Technology itself, it's neither good nor bad. Its ultimate impact depends entirely on how we, as people, choose to use it. But let's take a step back and look at the big picture. Artificial intelligence holds this just awe-inspiring potential. It could help doctors save millions of lives. It could accelerate scientific breakthroughs that actually cure diseases. It could democratize and fundamentally improve education across the globe. It could help us solve problems that we genuinely thought were impossible. It is a tool of almost boundless potential. But actually getting there, that requires thoughtful leadership, some serious ethical guardrails, and a public, meaning all of us, staying informed and engaged. So look, this AI revolution isn't some distant, down-the-road prediction anymore. It is happening all around us right now. Every single week brings these breathtaking new capabilities, and with them, really vital debates about where we're heading. The question isn't whether artificial intelligence is going to change the world. It already is. The real question we have to ask ourselves is this: how will humanity choose to shape the future of artificial intelligence before it shapes the future of humanity? Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next explainer.